Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. So we are officially back from California. We had an amazing time getting to see family and just, I don't know, a little vacation, getting away from the homestead for a week. So we got home just in time for this Arctic front that we're supposed to be getting. It's already hit a lot of other states and it's on its way to us here in Kentucky. So I need to make sure everything is prepped and ready. If we do get below freezing temperatures, our animals are going to be okay. So let's head into the barn and let me show you what we have already done to kind of prepare, and then what I still need to do today just to make sure everything is good and ready for tonight and into tomorrow. So let's head to the barn. Alright, so the first thing is our chicken coop. Let's head inside our chicken coop and let me show you what we have done to kind of prepare for in here. A few things that you can already see is we have strips of cardboard that are covering a lot of the spaces where wind can get in. And then inside, we have our wood stove inside here. We are going to keep this going all of tonight, all of tomorrow, into Saturday and Sunday, just to make sure it stays warm in this part of the barn. We will also keep this door open during the day so that heat can go into the big part of the barn where our pigs are. Most of these walls inside this chicken coop are already covered with a protective, so no air can actually come in to this side of the barn. So our chickens are going to be very comfortable in here. If they decide to stay inside this part of the barn, they will be nice and warm. I won't have to worry about them. Now for our pigs. So we have our two babies here. We've got Hagrid and Hermione, and they are still very small. So to keep them warm, we are going to be putting a bunch more hay. They've got a big pile of hay over here, as well as they have a heat lamp that we still keep on them, and we will continue to keep that on them for the next few days just to make sure that these two stay warm, because they're babies. They don't have a lot of body fat yet to keep themselves warm. They will keep each other warm by laying together, plus snuggling underneath the hay, underneath the heat lamp. Now for our two big girls. Our two big girls are very big. They have plenty of body fat to keep each other warm, but I will be putting more hay into their stall. We've got about 3 more big things of hay that I'm going to go ahead and throw in here so that way they can get underneath that and keep each other warm during this Arctic front that we're going to be getting. So I'm not too worried about them. What I am worried about is our water's freezing. We do have a freeze-resistant hose or pipe that gives us our water for this area. So I'm going to have to be coming out here pretty regularly just to make sure that their water is not freezing so they can have plenty of fresh water to be drinking. Another thing that my father-in-law did, as you can see right here, this is where they sleep. So he went ahead and put thin pieces of wood around this area where they sleep so that wind doesn't come rushing in onto them while they sleep at night. So it's going to help keep the wind off of them and keep them warm as well. And he also did it for the little pigs. He did their whole section just to keep wind from blowing in there as well. And we are planning to keep these doors closed for the next couple days once we know for sure we're going to be getting some below zero temperatures, just to keep the heat kind of in here and any wind that we are expected to get some pretty high winds. So just to keep the wind out, we're keeping these doors closed, keeping that wood stove going to keep some heat circulating in this big barn. So our next animals that we need to make sure stay warm during this time is our beagle puppies. They're not puppies anymore. They are now a year old. You saw that we moved them here into this barn, the smaller barn that we have, and they have this section right here where they sleep. They have their run out there where they can get outside and run around. But in here is where they sleep at night, and this is where I need to put some more straw. But I'm actually going to go Tractor Supply and get some cedar chips, and I'm going to bring a bunch of cedar chips in here to keep them warm during this time. They have each other, they will keep each other warm. I was contemplating putting a heat lamp in here, but these are still puppies and anything new they want to play with and jump at and try to get. So I don't want to put anything in here and have the potential of a fire hazard or they get hurt with the cords. So that's what I need to do today, is I need to go to Tractor Supply and get some cedar chips for in here for these pups. That way they stay nice and warm. Crazy dogs. All right, and lastly, what are we gonna do about us? So this will be our second winter here in Kentucky, and last year it was a very mild winter. This year they're expecting it to be a lot colder here, and this is a first for us. We're from Southern California. We are not used to any kind of cold weather other than maybe 50 degrees. So we are not accustomed to cold weather, and from what I have been reading and what the warnings have been saying is that we are going to be dropping, it could feel like 20 to 35 below zero with the wind. Because we are in a holler, I don't know how that wind is going to affect us, if it's going to be more intense or if it's going to be less intense, but just to be on the safe side, we want to be prepared. So last year we purchased a big generator. We're going to actually be pulling out the generator, making sure it works and get everything going, just in case it does get so cold that we lose power or anything happens, we'll be prepared with that generator. That is how we are going to be best prepared for this cold. We do not have a wood burning fireplace in our house. We just have the central air and heat. My father-in-law, he does have a wood burning stove, a wood burning fireplace in his room, and he has collected a bunch of wood to go ahead and heat that. So if all else fails, the generator doesn't work and it drops too cold, we're all hunking down in his room with a wood burning fireplace to keep warm. So that is what we are going to be doing to prepare for this Arctic front that we have coming through tonight and into tomorrow. So I will be doing updates throughout these couple days, just to kind of let you know how everything's going, but that is us prepping for the next couple days. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well and have a blessed day.